check. We're live.
So we are here.
Perfect. Deepika, I think we are live, right?
Yes, we are live. Okay, yes. So we are here. Oh, we already have some people with us. Thank you guys. Thanks for being on time. I think let's just wait a couple more seconds so till some more people join us. Okay, so by the time, why don't you guys let me know which country you all are from? Like I'm from Malaysia. So you can write in the comment section which country you guys are from. Okay, so we have Talha Ehsan with us. Hey guys, hello. We have Rifat Fatima. Okay. Hello everyone. So let's officially start with the webinar. Let me start with my brief introduction. I am Deepika Watts, and I'm a journalist and a news anchor, and also I'm a global peace ambassador at Global Peace Chain, and I represent the country of Malaysia as a delegate. And I'm your host for today's session. And when there is a host, there is a guest too. So we have a very special guest with us, and he's one of the very fantastic minds I happened to meet at the Global Peace Summit Malaysia last year. So we have with us Mr. Mohammed Ahmed, who's a fantastic mind, and he's doing a fantastic job in gathering all the positive minded youth from all across the globe, and he's doing a great job. He's creating a mass force, a big force of like minded youth to bring a good change and a positive change to the world. And Mr. Mohammed Ahmed is also the director of programs at Global Peace Chain. So we have him here with us. And hello Ahmed, how are you?
I'm good, Deepika. Thank you so much for a brief introduction. I'm really overwhelmed.
So ever since you have, declared you have announced the dates for Global Peace Summit Turkey. So we have been getting a lot of questions and a lot of queries about, the whereabouts of the summit. So we have listed all the questions with us. So let us start with a brief introduction of Global Peace Chain by you.
Thank you so much, Deepika, for taking me live today. And first of all, I would like to extend my gratitude to the CEO of Scholarship Corner, Mr. Fawad, for creating this generous platform for the young people who can avail opportunities for their educational careers as well as for fellowships and conferences to groom themselves. Thank you, Fawad, for creating this great platform. And I'm really impressed to see your outreach, which is more than 250K. So coming to the point which you just raised about the introduction of Global Peace Chain and what is our domain of work. Deepika, Global Peace Chain is just a 2 years old organization. We are a non-profit organization registered in the United States. And we are cultivating the culture of tolerance, inclusivity, interfaith harmony across the border. And we believe that this is really possible through peace camps, peace talks, interactive sessions with the young brains. And we are actually giving a great engagement of young people for peace building, inclusivity, to counter violent extremism, to promote interfaith harmony. Because unfortunately, the societies in which we are living are very polarized. So we just think that we got a role to counter such kind of situations which are really further dividing us. So Global Peace Chain is a championing peace and justice. We are attaining UN SDG 16. We believe that every voice matters, and we are amplifying our voice in a real time with impact to avail justice for everybody out there. If you just see and look at the ground, look at the world globally, you see we just see war and terror, and every day we observe headlines with how many people died in Syria, Palestine, and different parts of the globe. But unfortunately, there is no solutions coming up. I believe that we are more than 40% of the young people, and what we have to do, we got the responsibility. And the responsibility is to counter such unprecedented situation, which is creating more apprehensions. And I believe that our collective voice will definitely be creating a great change, and our voice matters. And of course, we are not undermining ourselves. We are just trying to overlift ourselves, which is really in need of the time. And we are providing this platform worldwide.
Yes, very true. So, yes, our voice does matter. So, before we move on to our next question, I would like to tell you guys that Global Peace Chain is organizing another summit in Turkey in the month of October from 15th to 18th. And trust me, it's going to be a really power packed summit. I've been to one and I've experienced one, and it was a life changing experience for me. So, moving on to our next question. Ahmed, what is the idea of Global Peace Summit Turkey, and how it's going to provide youth a platform to present their projects?
Great question. Whenever we organize any activity, we create activity packed with the impact. But when it comes to Global Peace Summit, Deepika, you have experience already in Malaysia. I would like to be very honest with that. We try to champion a platform because we believe that the platform which we provide our young people must be creating an impact in society. So, samely, we are gathering like-minded people from across the globe, and I call it personally a young brains, innovative brains of the globe, at a single platform. And we believe that whenever they are all together, we can further network, we can further enhance our approach, we can build a capacity to counter global issues that is under the domain of UN SDGs. And I believe that when you see lots of potential in your single platform, then definitely you must witness a great outcome and impact we believe in. So same Global Peace Chain is connecting this fifth Global Peace Summit in Turkey, and we believe that this platform is going to excel the potential of young leaders. And I hope so that if we've been successful to do that, then definitely you will be seeing that many of us will be changing the lives of who are living in a deprived situation. And I'm sure that our small, or you can say a large or massive effort, can definitely be changing the lives of common human being, and we are into.
Thank you. Very well said. And one more question that we are regularly getting from a lot of people is that what is the selection criteria, and how many seats are given for fully and partially funded candidates?
All
It's
right.
a legit question.
So, of question, and every question matters here too.
Yeah.
So, the question has two parts. So, first of all, I would like to address first part, the eligibility. The eligibility is very common. We are not bonding it to only the high qualified people. We are just giving this opportunity generally to everyone out there from the age of 18 to 35. If you're working in social sector, if you're working in educational sector, if you're working as a social entrepreneur, the platform is yours. You can apply. We are not bonding to any further goal you are working on, but we are just giving you the option that if you have great experience or you have projects attaining UNSCDs, you are eligible to apply. We're not bound to one region, one country, but it's a global opportunity for everybody out there. And the second part of the question, I just forgot. Can you please remind me again?
Yeah. It was how many seats are given for the fully funded and partially funded
Yeah.
candidate? Number of seats.
Well, the seats. Well, the seats were only in Malaysian summit was like 120, but while seeing the interest of potential delegates globally, Global Peace Summit Turkey is offering 200 seats, which is comprised on, and I would like to break through that in fully funded category. We have 20 fully funded category seats, 50 slots for partial, and 130 slots for self-funded delegates. So if you see that overall, it becomes 200 in figure, and it's going to be gather the great potential and of course the intellectual people out there.
Well, that sounds like a great opportunity, and all you guys out there, I just advise you to go grab it. So the next question is, why GPC is charging 25 USD as application fee when you claim that it's a fully funded or a partially funded thing?
You are smiling while asking this question. Of course, that must be your question
Smiling.
too. All right. Well, this is a very general question, and while speaking to my communication team, and every week they ask me that, people are asking this question repeatedly and on different websites and by even mentioning in comments too. Let me tell you this like in two ways. Number one, uh, the application fee is only the 1 to 3% of the total investment we do on a fully funded or partial fund delegate. Number
True,
one.
true.
And secondly, 25 USD is not an overall program fee. It's a fees that engage our HR, It's a fees to meet a minor expenses, which we will hire people for the project because we are non-profit organization. We hire volunteers to work with us. So definitely we have to give them reward. And
Yes.
secondly, we have to meet operations from both ends, here and on the other side too. And thirdly, Deepika, to be very honest, that um, I'm forgetting a point which I was actually trying to say you. But let me remind again, I'm actually short money these days because of what's work pressure. Yeah. And thirdly, 25 USD fees is not a fees of overall program. If I waive off fees right now and say, okay, there is no fees, then we will receive 20,000 non-serious applications. We only want to serious applicants to apply for it. Let me share you one experience here. I'm just giving you a random figure here that last time when we organized summit, we received almost thousands of applications. Even there was a fees engaged. Unfortunately, 80% of the applications were incomplete. They were bogus applications. Sometimes there are non-serious applicants who are applying just, okay, I'm going to the conference, okay, I'm very good leader, I'm creating impact. We do not need these people who are not serious. We need only those people who are actually can invest on themselves, who are serious delegates. That's why we are restricting them to a minor application fees. To at least we need those people who are a real change maker and can even spend 25 USD on themselves if they're going to be selected. That's it.
Yeah, we completely understand. That's a really legit point by you. It's not a joke. It's really a serious business. So moving on to next question. There are so many people out there who are really willing to join Global Peace Chain. So they have this question that how to join Global Peace Chain and what's the criteria?
Uh, we are hiring ambassadors globally, and so far we have almost 2,000 plus ambassadors. Actually, I'm not into communication department anymore because my department is very comprehensive. So we have many people working on different sections. But I can, if you can also explore an website that we have almost 2,000 plus ambassadors, and the figure is growing every day. If someone, our portal is open these days. If someone is interested to apply or become global peace ambassadors, just go to our website, visit that, apply on, click on apply as ambassador, and you will find a form there. You just fill up the form, and our selection committee will evaluate your profile, and they will of course respond you if you are filling the criteria. Simple.
So people also want to know what are the perks you get when you join Global Peace Chain.
Ah, the perks, you get lots of gold.
That's an important thing.
Okay. Of course, of course. The perks you get while joining Global Peace Chain, simply, we give a great opportunity to our ambassadors, especially to avail fully funded or partial funded opportunities in our conferences. We give them activity pack, we give them technical support, we give them a network where they can exercise their leadership. We also reward them with medal certificates. We also reward them with lots of appreciation and recognition in national and international media. So we offer lots of things to our ambassadors, especially who are creating a real-time impact. And specifically, whenever there is a conference coming up, we allocate a quota, a figure for them, and we reward them with the mightiest opportunity of fully funded or the partially funded platforms or the quota. And lastly, Global Peace Chain also provides our ambassadors a platform to utilize it for a digital activism. You can write a blogs for us. You can prepare things, and we can publish on website. Your voice can be heard globally. We have great outreach over there. So if you just enlist, there is more than 10 to 12 packs we give to our ambassadors, and it is also mentioned in application form of Global Peace Chain.
Okay, so these are the perks. So the next question is what impact Global Peace Summit Turkey is going to bring?
Good. Global Peace Summit Turkey is going to bring enormous impact because, as I told you earlier, that we believe that whenever we are organizing an activity, it should have an impact. If you just rewind yourself back, that Global Peace Summit Malaysian delegates group, there was a guy who was a delegate from us from Somaliland, and these days he organized the activity in a local area on self-development and peace building. We believe that when people are on our platform, we must give them connections. We must give them support. We must give them a platform where we can work together. We offer them a workspace. We collaborate with people. We even give them financial or technical support to go back to the community and deliver what you have learned from the summit. Specifically on summits, on fellowships, what you basically do, you learn to excel, how to excel your leadership, you learn how to build your capacity, you learn how to groom yourself. And specifically when there's a networking opportunity, what you do, you create connections, and we provide connections because we have a worldwide outreach. And what we basically do, that we create diversity, we create culture diversity. And specifically while organizing things, global peace summits always provide a platform for networking purpose. And I believe that when we are empowering people, Deepika, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you, but I think we just had a minor connection problem. It's fine now. Go on.
Perfect. So these are the opportunities we give to our young people, and I'm sure that this platform is once again going to be very impactful. And because we also intend to engage more diplomats, more social entrepreneurs, and of course, we're going to build up more connections there.
So in the comment section, I can see some people are again and again asking about the COVID situation. People are really skeptical about this. So they're asking, is there any chance that the summit gets postponed or something because of
Well,
the
to be
COVID?
very honest, the world is resuming very perfectly. If you just see 40% of the world is back on routine, specifically the European sites, and the international flights has also resumed, and people are working over there. And my friends, basically, we are in touch with the Turkish counterparts, and we see that there is a green signal so far. There is no any obstacle, there is no barrier. But I would like to ensure one thing here: we definitely be giving a great platform, specifically giving and implementing on the measures given by the Turkish government. We will secure our delegates. We are responsible for the security, specifically for the COVID things. And there is nothing to worry about that. The things are getting fine. And of course, we still have 4 months to go. And I'm
Yes.
sure that in next 4 months, you will see that there will be a mighty normalization and no more panic about that.
Okay, so all the people who are really skeptical about this situation, I would like to tell you that the team, the Global Peace Chain, is working really diligently to do it really well, and we are going to take care of. We are care for your security, for your safety, and we are taking everything into consideration. So another question that I can see is, what is the age limitation for applying?
The age I just told you is like 18 to 35 years.
18 to 35. Okay. So this one gentleman is asking, can PhD students attend this summit? Of course they can.
Of course, you can attend the summit if you are lying in the same age category. Then definitely we don't have any problem to accept your application.
So, guys, I think I have read all your questions and you've got answers to all your questions. But one thing I would really like to tell you from my personal experience, I have been to Global Peace Summit Malaysia last year, and it was really a life-changing experience for me because sometimes you really want to do something for the society, but you don't know where to start from. You don't know how to start it. And when I went to the summit, I was already doing something, but I was really confused about how to take a step further. But when I went there, I met people were already doing a lot of things, and you get to learn a lot because there are experienced people, there are new people, there are learners. So you get to learn from their successes, from their mistakes, and of course you have the great guidance from the organizers also. So do we have an ending message
Great,
or note?
Deepika. I would like to.
Yes.
Yes, actually, I can see a couple of comments right here. The comments is from Alice, I think. She's asking that how we can be the crowd, how we can like win the application. I think there was a question, but it's I think listed down. So I got the question already. The question is asking about that how she can be selected simply. Well,
Yeah.
the selection boards always evaluate your application. We have 2, 3 selection fields, which we mostly consider. Selection boards see that how much you are dedicated, how much you are committed to achieve your goals specifically, leading your project to UN SDGs impacts. Selection boards also consider your profile that is actually on the basis of your real-time activities in your community. Selection board also considers your different sections of the field, especially your achievements which you have attained in educational sector or social sector. So these are the 3 to 4 tips. Just simply, you have to inspire the selection board that why you should be the best delegate to be selected or fully self or partial. So I think these 3 to tips are important to understand whenever you're filling the application form.
So somebody here is really skeptical about getting a visa. How could I get my visa if everything is closed? So I think we have 4 months to go, around 4 months to go, and we're being very positive. And we need to recover from this situation. We need to come out of this, and let's be very positive and let's just wait. I'm sure that in 4 months things are going to get much better. What do you say about this, Ahmed?
Yes, I do agree with you, and of course that as I told you that we are going to normalization, and if you just see the Turkish government is opening it for the tourism because Turkish airline operates worldwide, so they have a global outreach about the airline, about their diplomatic affairs, and of course they are resuming things very rapidly. Even in Pakistan, we're getting visa for Turkey, even in those some circumstances. So things are very fine, and even most of the European countries and most of the countries doesn't need visa. They can easily get visa online, and it's very simple. And I'm sure that inshallah in next 3 to 4 weeks things are very important. You must be following Global Peace Chain page. We are updating things regularly that what are the conditions over there. But so far everything is so good, everything is so fine. And I would like to share one thing here because people are skeptical about this, and it is very important to mention that we will do every possible effort to protect our delegates, of course, to ensure their safety by taking the measures. We will provide them a mask. Specifically, we are designing our own mask. We will be disinfecting the venues, hotel rooms. We will ensure that the delegates must be getting a regular fever test by a thermogun. We have talked to the partners over there. So things are into hand, and of course, there is no problem so far. But if there is any problem, we will definitely be sharing openly with our delegates, with our, of course, audience.
Yes. So, Ahmed, do you see any questions in the comment section that need to be answered?
Yeah, I see Suko is asking, what are the topics included? Well, Suko, the basic theme of summit is we are reshaping youth response to UN SDGs because if you have witnessed that this terrible pandemic, deadly pandemic has changed the entire world. You remember, Deepika, we were very happy in Malaysia. We were enjoying every moment over there, and we were not afraid about the pandemic, but because we were just thinking that it is only restrained to China and the thing is coming out other parts of the world. We were very happy. When I landed back to my country after 2 or 3 days, we observed lockdown. The world totally turned up. So, unfortunately, the things got so worst, and what happened in during 3 to 4 months, everything has been shut down. Things are on a pending stage now. People are not working. Things are even getting more worst. Of course, then observing the conditions that we are going to the new world order. We are emerging with the new world order. We are going to reshape youth response to UNSDGs because we will see so much complications while achieving UNSDGs. Let me tell you one thing here: unemployment, poverty, more conflict, domestic violence, injustice, violation of human rights. There is a great spike even those 4 months. We have to understand that how we can respond back to these things while, of course, observing COVID-19 precaution and measures. So you will be hearing a great talks over there from the diplomats, from young leaders, from social entrepreneurs. Specifically, we are conducting sessions on entrepreneurship because we just see that more than I think 10 million people has lost their jobs in different parts of the globe. And if we just accumulate it globally, it becomes a double figure. We have to see that how we can engage our young people to get back to employment. So I believe this platform is going to, inshallah, be very mysterious, specifically when we are reshaping youth response to SDGs. And I hope that our efforts and your cooperation, your willingness, your commitment, your dedication will get us back, will get life back. I'm saying again and again, we are trying to get life back. Do not worry about the things anymore. We are getting used to the pandemic now. Even let me share, if I'm going a little bit beyond the question. In
Yeah,
in
sure.
my different friend circle, I receive message every day. Mohammed, I am tested positive, but I'm not worried. My mother got tested positive. The pandemic is living with us nowadays. The pandemic is living with us. And finally, thank God, I just tell them one thing: do not worry, do not panic. Just empower your immune system. Take those diets. I'm not a professional doctor, but I can just suggest whatever I'm learning from different doctors and etc. from a circle. So of course we have to come back. We have to come back with a mighty strike to achieve UN SDGs, and I'm sure that we can avail it. It's into our capacity. We have nerve to do that, and we will do that.
And I think since the world is going through a lot and we are all feeling the same because we are in this together. So this makes it more important for the youth to come together and discuss the problems, and to come up with legit solutions to it.
Exactly. I do agree with you. So of course we are just not raising our voice. We're just not talking about the things. We are just finding out the ways how we can create real time impact. That is what global patient is concerned on.
Right, that's true. So
Okay.
I'm just going through the
One
comment.
question.
Yeah.
Rahul Khater is asking, why do you have religion option in your application form, and why are you charging 25 USD? Will you return the PESA? The PESA is a word, Indian word, of course. Rahul, I have given respond to the second part of the question, but I'm gonna respond to the first part of the question. What the religion is asked in application form. You will be happy to know that when we ask about religion, when we ask about ethnicity, about culture, we create diversity, we create more harmony there, we create more existence, coexistence, which call, because the platform is full of inclusivity. In Malaysian summit, I think we were having more than 10 religions, we were having people from more than 70 cultures. These things matter to us. Not it is not going to affect on your application. No, we do not concern from where you are, what is your belonging to, what is your religion, but we respect everything. What we do, we create more love with you, we create more grouping with you in terms of connecting each other by rearranging our response to the others, because religion is a very important topic these days. We see
Yes.
so much religious discrimination, religious intolerance, violent extremism, hate speech, hate crimes. So, my friend, when Hindu, Muslim, Christians, Buddhist will sit together, like us, if me and Deepika, of course, we are from different religions, when we sit together, we will not ask that, we will not ask each other that you or I'm right. We'll just say that how we can unite each other, how we can create more harmony, how we can create more tolerance and coexistence. That is what we are thinking here. We are also reshaping your nerve response. We are also reshaping your basically whatever unfortunately, when we think negative, we go for the hate speech, but then hate speech leads to the hate crimes. Unfortunately, these things are interconnected. So we are trying to brainstorm, we're trying to empower people with more positivity, and we are feeling happiness and joy.
Yes, so Rahul, I hope you got your answer because you've been consistently asking this. But let me tell you, I've been to one of the summit and there was no such discrimination. And the question asked is definitely not based on any discrimination. It's just for the record, I guess. It's just for the record and to know. And also, the arrangements made because they also ask so many things like what kind of food do you prefer and all those questions are mentioned there. So that's for your ease and your comfort, right? So,
Exactly. Deepika, if you remember in the Malaysian summit on the third day, Young Leaders Day, there was a Friday. Friday is a very precious day for the Muslims because they offer Juma prayer. We call it Al Juma, and we gave a break to the Muslims because they wanted to offer prayer. We respect religion, so this is the way we can ask and we can enlist about your meals restriction, about your religion, about your other disabilities to make sure that we give you the best services we can.
I think we have another question from Noyuri. So, Noyuri wants to know if South American people can apply too.
Of course, South America, North America, Caribbean, Australia, Europe, Asia, Africa. Am I missing anything? Any region? So anybody can apply. I just told you before, it's a global opportunity.
It's a global opportunity, and I'm just going through the questions if there are any more questions left, because we really want to answer all your questions. This webinar is especially for you guys because we have been receiving a lot of queries about the summit, and I think we have quite answered all the questions. Emma, can you see any questions that we have left?
Yes, Saad is asking which flights do you offer? Wow, I wish I could make my own flight, and I will be asking you a gold flight. But whenever the flights is concerned, my dear friend Saad, we see the best route, the best flight coming from your region, from your part, and of course that we take care of it. So it's up to you that where are you from.
So Christina wants to know, I'm a Ghanaian, I don't know how to pronounce that, resident in the UK. Can I apply too?
Of course, you just have to write down about your current residential location, because residential location very matters to us, because if you are selected in fully funded category, we have to manage your flight from that schedule. So we check out the routes. We of course need your real locations where you are residing, and of course it matters for us that you must be writing about your true location. And I just saw a question here that I'm a disabled can apply. Disabled are very close to our heart because we see some discrimination with them. We see their less participation in international events. If you are disabled, then your chances are even more bright. I personally am an advocate for the disabled because I need them on my platforms. I need them
Right.
on my summits because I believe those people are a real inspiration. We
Right.
need to highlight, we need to project real inspirations.
And as far as I remember, even in the last summit, there was this wonderful lady. She was really wonderful. I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting her name, but she was there and she was
Silvana.
differently able. Yeah. And she was really great. And she's doing some amazing work for the society.
Exactly. I got a question here. Aska Khan is asking why I removed my beard. Aska Khan is our country director for India. So Aska, that's gonna be a personal question. So you can come to my inbox. I can reply you there. Actually, I made a little bit change up in myself. So I think that the COVID is little bit dominant on me. So I'm just forgetting what my real track was about the beard, about the lifestyle.
No, it's looking good on you, I think. Moving
Thank
on.
you. Uh,
So,
moving on.
Noyori
Moving
wants
on.
to know, could you give some tips to apply? So actually, I think they want to know the link where to go to apply.
Yeah, I think the scholarship corner admin is also active live now, and he mentioned twice the link of application form. Simply, just Google globalpeacechain.org. You will find all the details. I welcome you on our website. You must go over there. You just see the activities, the accomplishment. Even if you want to know more about Global Peace Summit Malaysia, you can find the details of Global Peace Summit Malaysia in download section. This is a global patient profile. The profile is almost 72 pages. That is comprised on the accomplishment which we have made in just 2 years. And I'm sure that it will also inspire you.
So all you need to do is just go to the scholarships corner page, and they are doing really good. They are providing some really amazing opportunities, and there you can find the link. And it's a really easy process. Once you go there, it's really easy to understand.
Exactly. I got a question here. Someone was asking that is there any age relaxation over 35?
Yeah.
Yes, if you have a margin of 1 or 2 year, you just have to write us at submit@the rate of globalpeacechain.org. You will just express your interest via email. You will mention about this, and our selection committee, if they give approval to you, will definitely respond you back, and then you can apply. The flexibility is up, of course, 1 or 2 year, depending on your profile and your social achievements.
Okay, I think we have answered all the questions. What do you say, Amit?
I can see nothing right now, but I just want you to please explore once again all the comments if we are missing any important question.
Sure, sure, sure.
Uh,
Even I'm going through.
Sumbal is asking how many from
Um, Amit, are you there?
um, let me just get back.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Actually, I'm receiving many calls. I tried to silence my mobile phone, but I don't know why I'm receiving calls now. Can you see me?
It's all right. I can't see you.
One
I
second.
can hear you, but
I should be visible. I'm just trying to.
okay, I'm just going through all the questions because I really don't want to leave.
Deepika, just one
In
second, please.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, Sumbal is asking that how many people will be selected from Pakistan. Sumbal, there is no any figure selected for or like for Pakistani people because it's open for everyone. We see that how people are being best to the opportunities and the slots. So there is no any figure for Pakistani, for Indian, for anybody. We just see about the volume of applications. Why my camera is not visible? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what is happening here, but I think we should wrap up, Deepika, and we can further
Yeah,
respond
yeah.
on comments.
Oh, yes, sure, sure. I think we have answered all the questions. But if we, you guys
Exactly.
can always write to us, so you can contact us through our Instagram page or Facebook page. So we're always there to answer all your questions. I hope today it was a meaningful webinar and you got answers to your questions. And
Uh,
yeah, Ahmed, are you there?
yes, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Thank you so much, Deepika, and good to see you after a long time. And I wish you great health. I wish you success. I wish you a great power, even. So I'm sure that we are meeting soon again in Turkey. I'm sorry if you cannot see me, but I'm sure you can hear me. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us live today. And I hope so that we must be very respondable to you in terms of facilitating to your queries. And you can always write us. We are always welcoming you to our inbox and see you all in Turkey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. So this was the today's webinar. If you have more questions, you can always write it to us on our Instagram page or on our Facebook page. So the pages are really responsive. You get answers to all your questions. So thanks for being here today, and I hope to see you all in Turkey. And take care of yourselves. Take all the precautionary measures. Wear your mask. Don't go outside for no reason. Take care of your family. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. Take care. Just trying to disconnect it, but I guess.